Hello and welcome to another episode of Analog Insights. In today's episode, I review two different camera bags by the German manufacturer Oberwerth. On the one hand, we have the George from their casual line, and on the other hand, the Boulevard 11 from their rather new light line. I had tested the Oberwerth Freiburg before and made a video about it. You can find it here on the channel. And I just wanted to point out that you can always get a 10% discount on your order when typing Analog Insights as a discount code on oberwerth.com while placing your order. So just get 10% off using Analog Insights as a code. So now let's take a closer look at the two different bags here. Oberwerth bags are different, a real statement. The company stands for incredible material of the highest qualities, outstanding craftsmanship, and also sustainability in their production. You usually get Italian leather and then 100% handmade bags here in Germany. So created by actual artisans and craftsmen who know what they're doing and putting these bags together for you. So naturally, these bags are on the higher end of a price spectrum, but they are also as premium as it gets in terms of camera bags. The company offers three different lines. The first one is a so-called classic line, which in my opinion are really gentleman style bags, which are mostly named for German cities. And I did a review of the Oberwerth Freiburg before, and if you're interested in that line, I can recommend taking a look at my previous video. In today's episode, we focus on the other two lines, and that is a rather new line, the so-called light line, which manages to combine an ultra-light weight with the durability of a full leather bag. And again, these are 100% handmade from semi-aniline tanned Italian leather. And the Boulevard 11, which we will talk about, is set somewhere in the middle in terms of size and functionality in their portfolio of these bags. Last but not least, we want to talk about the so-called casual line, which is made of 100% tumbled cowhide leather. And here it is interesting that the tumbling process leads the bags to be incredibly soft. So soft actually that they really nicely adapt to your body over time. And just putting it across your body and feeling it and touching it, you can already see, okay, this is such a nice soft leather, and you can already feel that it will adapt over time and kind of nudge closely to you. Regardless of the bag, these bags all come with the so-called locks closures, which are really interesting because you need to know how to open and close them. So they are protecting you at least to some extent against certain kinds of theft. And here, if you know how to open them, you just have to pull them, and they also click really nicely when you close them. So this is the overview, three different lines: the classic line, the casual line, and the light line. And we will focus on the last two today. The Boulevard 11 comes with two small pockets at the front, a main compartment with dividers, and a sleeve at the very back for a tablet or a laptop or even a magazine. In my test, the sleeve was not only capable of taking a 12-inch MacBook, which I own privately, but even my 13-inch MacBook that I got from work, or just any kind of magazine. That is interesting here because, of course, the Boulevard 11, the 11 here stands for kind of taking a tablet of an 11-inch size or a laptop, but in my test at least, it was possible to take bigger ones as well. The front compartment, the small pockets are great for any kind of personal accessories or a book that you would like to carry, or maybe sunglasses. So this worked really well for me here. And the main compartment is interesting because it offers surprisingly much room. I could easily fit in an entire 6x6 medium format single lens reflex camera with an additional lens and a second magazine in there. It was also possible alternatively to just take two single lens reflex cameras like a rangefinder and an SLR sometimes, or alternatively a single lens reflex 35mm camera with an entire set of lenses. Or if you're just me, if you're more like me, you just appreciate having that extra space. And what I do most of the time is just carry one camera with one lens, maybe an additional lens, and then use the extra space that is still in there to kind of comfortably put in my sunglasses case, bring a book, or a magazine that I'm currently reading, like the latest issue of Hodinkee or The Monocle. Regardless of your preferences, you can use these dividers in the main compartment to really suit your needs best. Interestingly, despite the size of the bag, the Oberwerth Boulevard 11 only weighs 860 grams. And this is made possible through the super light leather which Oberwerth uses for the entire light line. It is finest Italian cowhide leather from Tuscany, which Oberwerth claims is processed in a special way both in Italy and then once it arrives here at the Craftsman in Germany. And you can really feel that. It's incredibly soft, it's a really nice quality, and beautiful to touch, and you really get an incredible quality out of it. The Boulevard 11, so this bag here, is available in two different colors. So it's either black or dark brown. I have the black version here. And of course, the bag also comes with a length adjustable strap with a shoulder pad, which makes it really comfortable to carry and to wear. Using the bag for a couple of weeks now, I can already tell you that it is really has a beautiful haptics, really soft and elegant. And I found myself not just being willing to carry it when going out for a photo walk and bringing my cameras, but even going to work and going to a business meeting in a suit. I felt perfectly comfortable using that bag as kind of a more traditional messenger bag that I would also do business with, precisely because I can simply bring my laptop with it, or a magazine, or some documents that I might need to carry, and they just beautifully fit in there, and the bag just doesn't look really like a camera bag, but like a really nice messenger bag. But once you open it up and see the compartments, you can really see, okay, my equipment, my valuable equipment is safe in here. So in my opinion, it's the best of both worlds, of a traditional messenger bag, business bag, and a really solid and good camera bag that protects your equipment as best as possible. The Oberwerth George is made out of velvety, soft, tumbled cowhide leather and comes in 3 different colors, either black, dark brown, or dark navy. The bag weighs 650 grams. Despite its size and how it looks, it again offers surprisingly much room. There's one front pocket and one main compartment with just one divider, and that's it. So very simple, and yet it was easily possible to fit in a foldable 6x7 medium format camera plus a 35mm single lens reflex camera and a book into this bag without even stretching it a little. So you can really carry a lot of stuff with it in my experience. Alternatively, what I also tried is carrying my Leica M6, for instance, together with a single lens reflex camera. And it doesn't have to be an analog camera, of course. Digital cameras will work as well. It's just my personal preference, as most of you know. Or 2 single lens reflex cameras, or one with some lenses would also fit perfectly well here. What I personally do most of the time, for me, is the carry. It's the go-to bag when I go out on a weekend, like I did this morning, for instance. I woke up early and drove into the city to kind of shoot some film, but also go for a good cup of coffee somewhere in a cafe. And that's the kind of bag that I carry then. Because it both fits kind of one camera that I want to use, and I wanted in this case to shoot a test roll with, but it also provides room for my sunglass case and a little notebook, and that enabled me to not only shoot a roll of film, but also to sit down in the cafe and take some notes and think a little and write down some of my thoughts. And all I needed to carry was this very small and compact and really nice bag. What I particularly like about the George bag here is that the locks closures come with two different options. So depending on how full your bag is, or also how thick, for instance, the book is that you have in the front pocket, you can just choose the upper closure, the upper lock, so to speak, in order to close the bag, and it still looks nice in my opinion, and you avoid any kind of tension on the bag, or unnecessary tension at least. What I also really appreciate from a design perspective is the cotton strap that comes with these stripes here. So in the watch world, we would say it's a NATO strap, so to speak. And here, in my opinion, this adds a really nice design touch to an already beautiful bag that makes it, in my opinion, more attractive from a design perspective. And I particularly like the dark brown version that I have here, and how it beautifully ties in with the little elements and stripes on the cotton strap here. Of course, this strap also comes with a shoulder pad, which makes it really comfortable to wear, and as always, it's length adjustable, and the shoulder pad is also easy to move around. So as I mentioned, I carried it just this morning for quite a while, and it was really nice and comfortable. So what are my personal impressions? As you can see from the title of the video, I set out to do a battle of the bags, but I kind of end up having to realize that these two different lines of bags are equally well made and equally well designed and use incredible material, and the leather is of course different, but it's really a matter of personal preference and what you appreciate more, whether you're more into the casual line or the light line. The only complaint that overall I could find is that the little flaps on the top of the bags sometimes get in the way when you put something back into the bag. But that's really it. And in one occasion it happened to me with the Boulevard 11 that the flap remained outside when I'd already closed the bag. And that of course took an additional effort of opening it up again, putting the flap in there and closing it again. Other than that, I have no complaints at all. I really appreciate the haptic feedback and the sound that I get when closing the locks closures. So these in themselves give you a really premium, high quality feel. In both cases, the leather feels really soft and beautiful. And I'm also happy with the shoulder pads and how comfortable they feel. So overall, no real complaints. I can highly recommend these bags, and recommend you to take a closer look at them. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review of the two different camera bags, the George from the casual line and the Boulevard 11 from their rather new light line. As mentioned before, if you're interested in one of these bags, go over to oberwerth.com, and please remember to use our discount code to get 10% off. Just type Analog Insights as a discount code during the checkout process, and you get 10% off on your entire order. I hope you appreciated this video and you liked it. If you did, please remember to like it and maybe even share it with your friends. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel. Jules, Greg, and I really appreciate each and every subscriber coming our way. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you soon. Bye.